Alrighty. Let's finish this up. I had... Oop. Alrighty, let's finish this up. We'd left this because the ending looked like it was just going to be micro, but there has been outcry. Oh no, it's not finished! Alright then, let's finish it officially. Now, we've got our patricians, they are set up, they look fairly stable, but we have more of them than we produce of food, so let's dial back the crappy ones. Let's set up some more food together. So you accept that, you accept that, you fetch that. We try and get a merger here, but we don't get too fast. We set up another warehouse so that we can evolve these one day. We get this warehouse similarly ready for evolving them. No more storing that. We stockpile this, and then we're going to move this to over here. We need to set up the last of our... Yoink. Well, we're going to need like one plebe zone here and one plebe zone here. So the second to last of our plebe zones. The true danger, aside from these guys running out of food, is that our throughput on pottery and furniture isn't enough. So we're going to take the coward solution of moving our pottery and furniture back to right next to the entrance to optimize donkey throughput. We're going to stop trading the olives. We're going to turn them off for a little bit, because we're not going to have enough workers. So there we go, that's those moved over. We make sure that we aren't taxing for a little bit, because sentiment is annoyed. 1 month high salary. We set up water for this plebe zone. Set up farming for this plebe zone. Some basic starting farming. Get some houses happening. Gonna want a granary on this side. This one will fetch. There. Give that a bit of time. We need to turn back on this export that we'd turned off. And maybe stop exporting the marble as well. Yeah. For throughput reasons, we're going to stop exporting the marble. We can build the other one of you. Get ready for farming here. I would like that. I guess we'll allow that road to divert a little bit. Try and get a merger somewhere there. No to you then. No to you then. Caesar doesn't like that we've gone in debt. You're almost finished. Done. So we can replace you with another warehouse, so we actually have space for all the stuff we're trying to make and export. Remind ourselves not to build here in case we make a mistake. Okay, you no longer do that. Once you've filled up that, you're going to be another fetching warehouse for pottery and so forth. That looks correct. That looks correct. You no longer accept anything. No. No. We are going to want water up there. But we're also going to want it to not interrupt the donkeys. Done. Oof. Normally I'd kill you, but these are going to force merge later, and they're side by side with two real merges, so that's fine. Two low-level merges. Okay. We got the merge we want here. Yeah, that seems fine. This guy needs his water. Looks good. Then these need markets. They need a god. We are up to Ceres. There. Give that some time. In the meantime, we need more workforce, so we will temporarily turn off... I don't really want to turn off the oil. I don't want to turn off the marble yet either. Well, I guess it has to be the oil. Turn back on our taxes. Everyone should love us. Make sure we're paying 8 above Rome. See who naturally merges out of those. Set up the Colosseum. Okay, you have selected no, so have you, so have you. Some statues, make things pretty for them. Okay, now they want their entertainment, but the entertainment gladiator should be coming their way. And lion. We lost a ton of money this year. But we have been setting this up and we're good to earn money in all the following years, we think. Super tax is happening. Festivals so we can keep super taxing. Give back some of this money. That'll do. So now they need a school. You have not... You've merged, but you're wasting space. See if that school covers all that we need. Yes. We need to tax them. Or more accurately, I want to tax them. Now we're having job issues, so we can turn back on the oil. That's fine. Or the olives. Okay, we need a second one of these. You're getting overwhelmed. You were swapping to fetch everything mode. You need a garden. Alright, and then you need a warehouse. You need a warehouse. Looks good. We turn these into full and proper ones. So, library... Barber... Bath? Ouch. But then this year should be spectacular. We need a statue and a statue. And one for you, seemingly. There we go. You would like one, but there's not a lot I can do for that. We can kill off this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Everything else has merged neatly. Alright. Looks good. Probably time to briefly connect this. Let the market ladies go crazy for wheat. Done. No more wheat for you for a little bit. Caesar's still grumpy about money, but money is now absolutely rip-roaring in. Give a little bribe, 1 month high salary, so that we can bribe again. You need your own religion. We are up to Neptune. You need your own school. We also will need more oracles. Actually, I don't like that one. It gets in the way of these moving a bit quicker. But that one's alright. You can accept again. Whilst you say no. It's horrendous micro, which is a big part of why I didn't want to finish this originally. Microing all this is just painful, but got to be done. Now we have too many unemployed, so time for the great fountain works. Trying to avoid the gullies? Yes. I think we'll be fine. The patricians are up and stable. We had 1 year of negative money in order to set up this. But everything from here should be smooth sailing. We could have one more wheel workshop. Somewhat happily. We could also turn back on the yoink vines. And then we should evolve these guys. So they need bath. They need library. And they need barber doctor. They should be happy. Whoop, 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 whoop. And then they go pick up the furniture. Check that this is doing alright. Aside from that you somehow have marble here, I must have refunded a oracle in a way that teleported it over there. You need a statue. Good. And as for you, will a small statue there help? Yes. Alright. Time to reconnect this. The market ladies go crazy for wheat. Time to trade which of you accept. Done. Market ladies have gobbled it all up. Disconnected again. This is disconnected and empty. We may get rid of it. You want more prettiness, so another big statue. You want more prettiness, a big statue. Now you say no barber. Surely that barber goes north at least once. Well, goes west. Come on, go west. There we go. Alright, that's those done. Wouldn't mind one more. And possibly one more after that. Give them some statues. The food looks bad, but that's because these houses are big and filling up. We should be fine in the long run. I'm a little worried by there being no pottery here. Briefly turn you off anything other than pottery. You only fetch pottery, and the other two can take care of everything else. Your mansion took a 50% haircut because the barber went too far. That's how it works. This one says it's ugly. We give it a statue. It admits the world is pretty. Where are the next grain donkeys? There's the next grain donkey. Let's look. There's one with 200. And there's one with 300. So it looks like it's okay. One more here, and then we need to flip them again. Okay. It's very tedious, which is why we didn't want to do this in the first place, but it's being asked of us, so we do it. Let the ladies go crazy for wheat. They go crazy for wheat. We redisconnect it. Alright. And then we say it's the start of a new year, we're happy to set up our last block. And the last block is going to be here, based on this food. I kind of like there. Okay, stop them breaking down. Set up enough space for our entertainment walkers. Build this loop. So we want at least 2 spaces away from you. Might be nice to have enough space to build a farm in case we need one more farm there. Something like that. You only accept fruit. And then we see who merges. Can't be asked beyond doing that. Ooh, what's wrong with you? The market isn't giving you food. Yeah, give it some more time. These are still filling in. I trust them. We could give you one more. And I could actually even give you one more. This all looks lovely. You no longer need to stockpile. You can actually make some weapons. I left my salary on for too long. I'm an idiot. Exclamation mark idiot. I deserve it. Give the money back to the city. Give a bribe in 1 month. Thank you, Mirage. No. Corrupt as well. It's my salary. It's not called kickbacks. It's called salary. Gift. We need 2 more months of pay. Not you. Not you. This needs to not explode. These people will need medical care. Alright. Wow, that's actually really good rates of merging. I could barely ask for better there. They're going to need water. They're also going to need entertainment. No, I want to leave enough space that technically trade donkeys could move through there. They will need entertainment walker sources. So, gladiator lion. Then they will want a warehouse for everything. Probably 2 of them if we're being honest. Better to be safe than sorry. I am worried about you and your lack of pottery, but there's pottery over there to collect, so it should be fine. They will need water. Hail, Grim Harbinger. The memories. Old man memory has not erased them yet. Get rid of you. That's fine. We start giving them water. One there. One there. Those chose to not merge. We will want 2 markets. We will want another... Ooh. Oh. Oh. You want something. Well, then we better go back to stockpiling you. And I guess we need 1 more to have a big enough stockpile, because we did that before and it didn't work. So we build 1 extra. The middle doesn't quite have water. Now it does. And then the rest of the middle can be statues. Something like that. Okay. How much food can we support? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 houses. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that's basically perfect. So they need a god. We are up to Mercury. They will need education. Never trust the school children. They don't go far enough. Although there, and maybe here might cover everything. Let's see how they do. Do you need individual temples? We have oracles, but you need 1 temple to provide a walker. Oracles don't have walkers. It actually looks like maybe we don't need that one. Yeah, that one school does everything. Beautiful. There was some beeping. Enemies closing. We almost have enough iron to export. Now we do. We meet Caesar's demands. We say we no longer need to stockpile. The only thing that we have turned off are the vines. But we've still got stored vines, so that's fine. It's definitely time to reconnect this. And to trade which one is accepting grain. The market ladies go crazy. They eat all the grain. Done. Redisconnect them. Yeah, that one having 800 should make things fairly fine for a while. You claim no religion. I might have to move this to the other side. We'll see if it ever goes the other way. Okay, it goes the other way, so we're safe. What else do they need? They need library, tax office, an amphitheater. Then they're going to need... Well, I don't want to give them anything... I don't want to give them the baths. I don't mind giving them everything except the baths until this has actually got pottery. Because the pottery throughput is one of the things that we are fearing. A distant Roman city is threatened. Small force means 2 legions is enough. We will send the Stallions and the Prima Legion. Prima Legion. Stallions. Go. We need 2 months of high salary. Check that. It's time for another festival. Because we're still super taxing. Now we've got stored up food over here, so we could expand this more if we need to. And we are still short of the population goal, but also these are still moving in. How's the rendering unto Caesar? Well, we haven't fallen over so far. And these haven't run out of food. The two things that are a worry is that we don't have enough grain throughput to supply these, because we're importing the grain from overseas, and it's a long way, well, overseas, from overland, and it's a long way for the trade donkeys to move the food. And the other one is the pottery throughput. Now this has got nice saved up pottery. You've got enough saved up pottery. These don't really. They're a bit short there and here, so these guys could use some more. But so far it looks alright. None of these appear to be empty of grain. Yeah. Let's probably try to swap which of you accepts the grain again. How much more have these got to move in? Not very much. Only really that one from the look of it. So we still need like another 1,000-ish people. These, however, are still moving in. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So we only need like 500 more, which is like 3 more houses once they're upgraded something. Oi, why didn't you sell more? No, you're supposed to sell everything. Maybe we did sell everything that year? Okay, they literally did through full throughput. We could not have asked for more, because we're not allowed to have more. This can have a water fountain. Upgrade you. Can we do the same thing to this thing? Did they stop selling iron and I didn't notice? No. Maybe we just used all the iron straight away. I would like you to have water. But we can't reach you at the moment, so we give up on that. We would like these to have water. We don't want to hit the natives on the way. That is terrible. No. Change this. Okay, then a cut-through road. Then that's fine. That lets us turn these into less crappy tents. Still crappy tents, but less crappy tents. Large tents instead of the worst tent. That all looks fine to me. Check our money. Money was glorious. Check our happiness. Happiness could be higher. And the year turned when I was... Damn it. I should have turned down tax for that 1 month. We'll turn down tax for 2 months and then turn it back up to super duper tax. Same deal. I forgot to turn my salary down because I'm an idiot. Okay, this is getting full. It's time to reconnect and let the market ladies go crazy for the wheat. Done. Redisconnect. These guys need no more services, so we need to expand the water park to keep unemployment in check. Something like that. Yeah, I did it the perfect amount. Okay, let you target that one again. And then change which one they target. Although, honestly, by the time the next ones come, that might already be empty. We'll see. What was it beeping about? Trade stopped. Iron trade with Syracuse. So, once these have produced these weapons, there are no more weapons to be had. Which is worrying, because it is a somewhat military map, and we do have legions. We would like to be able to replenish those legions. Yep, there goes the iron. We might as well say it's not importing. There's no point in trying to import it when it doesn't exist. The same with that clay. Distant battle. I'm going to delete those in a little bit. You look fine. This looks like it needs more pottery rather than... Ah, I didn't change these. There we go. No wonder they're not got pottery. Look, I wouldn't have been so rude if you didn't make a big deal about it, Jake. I'll be honest. But you want to make a big deal about it, you can reap what you sow. Okay. Yeah, you're just here for the world first, or for me screwing up microing the food and micromanaging the pottery distribution because we can only import pottery and every zone needs pottery. Ugh. Which is why I didn't want to do this in the first place. It's too much micro. No, you can have one more before we need to swap these again. However, this is so full that we want to reconnect this and let the market ladies go crazy for the wheat. Is there anything else? This has enough pottery that these can start to upgrade. To be a world first, we must micro like a champ. We do need water for baths. Let that exist, and then we'll decide if they deserve anything else. But I think that's it. Both kinds of education. They've got a god. They've got markets. They've got both kinds of entertainment. They've got tax. They've got health. They might need some more prettiness, but we'll see in a sec. We might need to shove some big statues here. And on the other side. It's also more people, which means the water park must expand to keep happiness in check. Good enough. Re-disconnect this before it causes the other walkers to go the wrong way too much and something loses having supplied this whole loop. We flip you. You are no longer accepting. You are. These say no barber. Have a barber. You say too ugly. How looks the gods? 8 is 4,000, and we need 7, so we do actually need a couple more oracles. Those two are justifiable. Yeah, that made it pretty enough for you. We also need one more Venus to stop her getting pissy. So actually, no, I don't want it there. I want it somewhere less in the way. Like there. Alright. Bit worrying that that has no pottery. But there's still spare pottery here. There's still spare pottery in all the zones. Things should be fine. These start evolving. You do think it's too ugly, so you need a statue. Go. That gets you. Caesar is grumpy because I forgot to turn our tax back on, so we have a year of Super Giga unhappy. But we can also tax Ultra Tax forever now. Especially if we do a little festival. We do a bit of a bribe. Prosperity won't go up because we didn't make money last year. 2 months of high salary, then turn it off. Send Caesar the marble he wants. Then we maybe even delete this. They can, until then, though, have better water. It's not full enough to justify doing yet. It is full enough to justify flipping you around. So much annoying micro. How much more are you filling in? Possibly the rest of that. And you know what? Rather than microing it on and off now, I reckon we're in a state where we can just leave it at 14. And not have to turn it up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Save me some headache there. You've got pottery, you've got pottery, you don't, but you're our distribution one. You've got pottery, you've got pottery. You have worryingly little, but still some. That one has some. This has none. This is worrying. There is a little spare down there, so it's okay. You still claim the world is ugly. We give you an extra statue. We give you an extra statue. We give you an extra oracle. We give you an extra oracle. Thank you for finally admitting the world is a pretty place. Maybe we shove a person there. Done. And that's probably... that might even be the last person we need. Caesar says thank you for the marble. These can go stop existing. We have no more ability to get iron from the world market. You can become a better tent. That means more unemployed, so... fix that up. A little bit more. Lovely. Looks like we might need one more. So we'll put that one as well. And then we're safe. We're over the pop cap. It's just a case of raising prosperity. You're fetching everything. You're fetching everything. You are fetching only pottery. You are full and need to be reconnected to this. The market ladies go crazy for the wheat. You are accepting. You are not. God, the micro work. And it's immediately empty. Done. Looks good. Attack. Ring over our javelins. Ring over the other legion. They're flanking. And now the chariots. Mars blows half of them up, and we're done. Go back home. Food still looks okay in these. Hell, 700's even a really solid buffer. Yeah, yes, hi-fi. And then he was having a little bit of a grizzle. A little bit of a grizzle while he was playing his map today about... well, Blobber didn't beat it on stream either. He just got his patricians online and declared the map over. Which is true, it's not wrong. But it really was just a lot of micro, I think, to get to the finish line from there. We'll see. It's good so far. We defeat the faraway battle. Yes, that's correct. We need the trade donkeys to actually get over here and sell that new grain. Give me all the grain, please. How have we done for this year? In fact, we're going to get full throughput. The next donkey isn't able to do anything because there's no more capacity to sell this year. That's about to be adequately full again, so we might as well briefly reconnect it. Let the market ladies go crazy. Redisconnect it. Looks good. 70 more people. And there's 60 moving in there. And 60 moving in there. Yeah, we're done. As long as this all stays stable and prosperity continues to rise. I need to remember to turn off my salary. Send a big bribe. No, we did make money last year. Even paying ourselves more salary than we should have. It's not embezzlement, it's our salary. You don't really need to exist anymore, because we're barely able to supply the workshops that we have. In fact, you don't get supplied sometimes, so we get rid of you. Everywhere has pottery. Everywhere has pottery. You are worryingly empty of pottery, but this still has 2 spare. This zone is also a bit low on pottery. But the new year has just come, so the donkeys should disgorge a whole bunch more new pottery for us. There we go. Time to flip these around again. You become this one. God, the micro pain. Where are their corresponding donkeys? Are they invisible to me? There's one of them. Good, and where's the other one? Where is the other one? There's meant to be 4. 1, 2, 3. Where's my 4th donkey? No idea. I'm not seeing it. Now that doesn't have pottery and this one doesn't have pottery. Although it is coming back, it claims, from a delivery. How are the warehouse markets? The markets still have stock, so that should be okay. As long as you are actually here. You know what? We're briefly going to say that you are also only pottery. Because that's the real danger. We might also, once this gets back, or is about to get back... No, it is succeeding. It succeeded at getting pottery. One of them did, the other didn't. And it only picked up 2. So please go again. This is full enough. It needs reconnecting briefly. The market ladies go crazy for wheat. And we redisconnect them. Flip which one is which for these. Looks good. Like that you have the spare pottery there. I like that both of these now have spare pottery. All looks well. Check the grain. You're a little low at 300. But a lot of these are like 6s. 6, 5, 5. Okay, yeah, no, we look pretty safe. We need 2 more immigrants to move in, and we've met that goal. 1 more immigrant to move in. Victory in terms of that goal. Now it's just favor, prosperity, and peace. Favor is sending 1 bribe. Peace is waiting 3 more years? Something? 3, 4 more years. And prosperity is... well, we'll see how much we're gaining. We go from 74 to 82, so we're gaining 8. And we need 18, so 3 years. Everything looks fine. These have lots of spare pottery. You're full of pottery. You've got pottery. This is the danger. But they've all got a fairly decent backlog. It's time to flip these again. Frustratingly. So much tedious micro. Reconnect this. Let the market ladies go crazy for wheat. Disconnect them again. And this is all just to minimize the donkey's traveling distance. Rather than having the donkeys deliver to here and that feed there, we're minimizing this little bit of extra walk so that we get a little bit of extra throughput per year. Because we were just on the border, right? We only just used every single delivery with, like, the last donkey arriving here in the last month. So if they had to go that extra distance, we wouldn't be getting the full throughput. All looks good. This is getting worryingly bare. You can change back to everything. And we will briefly, sneakily, turn yours off so that they only have to fetch from here instead of all the way up there. So they get to do 2 half runs. Oh. Attack. This time our army is back from their overseas duty. Done. They're going for that flanking maneuver again, which is actually kind of good because it means that Rome pays more wages. Might as well just go to the maximum and then never need to micro it again. Speaking of micro, it's time to swap these around. Done. Everyone may go home. Send our bribe. Check that prosperity is still rising. Yes. Now, if we really need a little bit extra, we could put a, like, bath somewhere here, and these guys would transform. So let's pre-prepare that by giving them 2 barbers. And then all they would need is the bath. Go. Nice supply of pottery. Go grab one more from those guys. Okay, that's getting done. You may now fetch again. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, this is using slightly more food than I thought. Can we squeeze in another food? Yes, we can squeeze in a food over there. Alright, you'll recover. Can we squeeze in another food over here? We could get one there. But then it would block this a bit. I don't deem acceptable. So let's do the math again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should do about 8 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. We just probably needed that one more. Rome maximizes wages. There is no more, but we were already one step ahead of that. This is looking a little bit threadbare for furniture. No, actually, there's a full 8 spare. That's fine. We could be a little cheesy and briefly connect here, tell this to fetch, and move some food between this network that has too much and this one that doesn't quite have enough. And then redisconnect you. Go. Makes the market ladies happy. Time to flip these again. Time to reconnect the wheat to the market ladies. Prosperity went up again. We only need like 2 more and we're done. Disconnect them. All looks good. You've got tons of spare pottery. You've got lots of spare pottery. You've got spare everything. Yeah, lots of spare everything even. It all looks good. But our population didn't fully recover because this hasn't re-evolved. Briefly reconnect you. And get rid of that. It helps. There we go, that last house comes back. When that fills up, we're at the population goal. Caesar says, send me money. Sure, I got spare money. What's it to me? Looks good. Ooh, that one is getting dangerously low. No, reconnect. Yeah, it's down to 70. You need to swap. Did that get you? No, it got that one. Okay, wait for it to be a bit fuller before we go again. That did get it back up to a nice 200 though. Although they're all empty again, so we're counting down the months until that empties. So much tedious micro. Otherwise, that looks good. That fills in, we're fine. We actually need to briefly taximum maximum, which is fine. People love us, so we do like 3 months of that. Reconnect you. Trade these around again. Tedious but necessary. Yeah. Tell my phone to shut up. I need you to be on more than 160, friend. 140. Redisconnect. How much of the year's throughput did we have? We could have one more. And there's no way the donkeys are making that if they're not like already here. So this year was a disappointment for donkey throughput. You know what? You're allowed to fetch one so that you both can deliver. Now deliver. Ah, okay. Victory. Send Caesar another bribe and we're all good. So we save. World first. Bribe due. Victory. Do 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 do. Yes, one of Rome's better clerks. You have proven yourself to once again be one of Rome's finest governors. Alright, so my assessment that it was just a case of dotting the I's and crossing the T's with lots of painful micro that I didn't want to do plays out. Now, what else do we do? Well, we owe Jingo a daily. Boop. You need a more thorough understanding of how the game plays? Well, if you stream, I am happy to play tutorial man while you stream, like we did with Bane. And Bane was earning some dictators from myself and Baron, beating the campaign, playing through it his first time. So let's do the daily, see if Jingo beats us. Change our scene. And what was Jingo's score? Jingo's magic number to beat today is... Sure, he said he did it again. He must have said it in chat. So let's go have a look here. Yeah, Jingo's number to beat is 718. The static is the flavor of the streamer. Well, if you need some setup help with setting up audio filters, I'm also happy to help Amel. And he went Artichoke, Wolf, Wolverine. Alright. Super high diff... Oh, it's not capturing. You can't see it. Let's fix that. There. Voila. Today's daily. We have Shiny Houndoom, Ice Giant, and Shiny Bulbasaur. No rerolls, 4 drafts per thing. We start with Pirate Lady. We're offered Mammoth. Peanut. Peanut is... It just ends up being disappointing. It's a nice first one of, but the second one is too expensive for what it does. Mammoth can be fantastic if you've legacied enough food. It can really super pop off. And Helium... Helium's a bit meh. Yeah, Helium is very meh. Peanut wants this to be Big Mineral. You want us to destroy food, and you we probably ignore. We start with Pirate Lady. Oh, I thought you were Shiny Bulbasaur. You're normal Bulbasaur. Very well. She likes money. Does she get the stake thing? I think she only gets the copy money, not the copy food. But she gets copy food from military. Is the Mammoth military? Yes. No, I can't resist that. The prospect of double copying the Mammoth. Copying the Mammoth for her. Lop her down. Why do chemists call helium, curium, and barium the medical elements? Because you can't heal them or cure them, you bury them. Badum-bum-tsk. Okay, food booster. Kind of says we should leave that for something else. But I'm too tempted to put my Gamba there. Gamba! What does our Gamba give us? Labradorite. So that wants us to put the other kind of Gamba here, if we draft it. Now you need money. Which we can assume that we're going to get that other Gamba. And then between that and the quartz, you should be okay. Yeah. We find out our next person. And we decide whether we want mineral-focused grassland person or swamp that we hadn't decided on what it's actually doing yet. So we could match the swamp to whoever it is. There's actually a fair few minerals, so it's probably mineral swamp as well. Or mineral jungle, I should say. Next person is architect. Architect loves construction. So they'd be doing a little bit better, I think, in the jungle. But let's just check the jungle's first drafts. I think the tree... No, the tree is not construction. And what about grassland? No, grassland is even worse for you. Hmm. No, I still think jungle out of those two options. So make our jungle. Plop down our grassland. Done. You, we decided our jungle. He wants construction. Now, in order to maximize the last stage, I should probably go for the big predator thing, but we don't currently have a big predator. We could make this normal snow and give her Foxy Woxy as a somewhat reasonable predator. Stone. Ryman. Flint. And that should be enough science for you. Alright, our booster is percent plant. And our last person, who is preferably... I mean, it's kind of tempting to do burn down kind of this. Do the food focus and try and burn it all down. Which would suit her. He would suit what we've already got. The gems. What is the draft options? One more gem and the Firefox. The maze, which would let us do the burn down lots of food thing. And chicken, which would also let us do the burn down food thing. Huntress lady, seeing as you're the other pick, you get steak restaurant, right? She does, so we could get second mammoth value. He only has gold copy things. So I'm actually slightly more interested in her. And that then means that we definitely want the chickens. Alright. Now, the order to do these is ferret, then prairie dog, then the oat, then the chicken that likes being next to oats, potentially. Yeah, we don't care about chaining our our plants together. So I'd rather set up this. She wants one more food already. Yeah, just do the chicken. She won't eat it yet, but we'll get there. Now, what will this actually give us as age options? It might even give us mineral age in him, which we wouldn't mind, because that's another construction. Yeah, let's quick save. See if that is the offer. Yes, iron age in you we don't mind. So, iron. We might even commit to the double iron that we erase. The science draft. No, I don't like the biodiversity payoff, because I like spending my biodiversity. So I guess we like the macaw? Yeah, I think we like the macaw for you out of those. We will do the double iron, and then all the irons are as big as they're going to get. Once we put down this one. And he's getting a ton of value out of his forge. He gets full value out of the stone cutter. Do I need to do that, or can I give you the gold boosting one? Looks like I can give you the gold boosting one, but we'll wait. So here, we're continuing to want science, and the options are sedge and something we don't like. I don't mind giving you the sedge. And then for you... these two would like to be next to each other. We can do the dandelion there. Then make one more step. And then this needs to be the other chicken, and then that needs to be the other science thing. We still need two more. Hers definitely isn't going to be science related. Yours could be with the nature temple, but no, not really. We can science boost. So science boosting the stone makes sense. Ah, but somehow this number has gone down. Ah, they're worse off together than I thought. Okay, so we have to do more of you. In which case... in which case I'm okay with the amethyst. And the amethyst then lets us boost the stone. And we only need one more science. Where does the horse want to be? The horse would actually like to be here. So I don't mind giving you a slate that will disappear that gives us a square to use the horse on. Alright, one more action. Holy moly. You are having your overseer. Biggest output. But I don't think we're going to be finishing that with 3 stars. The hunter is the one that we want to give you. But isn't really reasonable. Yeah, you're not going to eat that no matter what we do. And you are also not going to be happy. Yeah, so we just have to accept that that's as good as Iron Age as we're getting. In which case, we should probably just science boost more minerals here because they get copied by you. So at least we're getting a little bit of more value out of the Great Forge. Yeah. And then last thing, we'd like that to be the parrot, but we can't afford it to be the parrot. We can give you the carrot in preparation for giving you the horse. Right. So partially, but not fully successful Iron Age. Humanity achieves excellence through the sweat of honest work and hot furnaces. Castles and Knights, Huntress with Herbivores, already done, Architect with Construction, almost all done, Pirate Queen with Gems. That is less done. But she's got 2. 2's halfway there. Castles and Knights seems fine. So you're already fully done. Science go burr, and you've already met the age objective the next level. You can have your horse. And the mink. Although that isn't actually helping you get gems. Still, it is a very good horse. So we want disappearing food, and we want gems. Well, this gives us a gem, and it gives me more gamba. I can't say no to my gamba. Gamba! It also might give us the last tag we need. No, for the Nature Temple. It does, however, turn on the Labrador, right? We could mountain there and put Carnaltion there. And maybe an iron there. I like the idea of mountaining up this space. Hail, Double Danger Dad. Welcome, Double Danger Dad. Welcome, Raiders. Hope you had a lovely stream, mate. Yoink. Carnaltion. You did? What were you playing? Do we have a level 2 that we would actually care about here? Not so much. We could put our iron there then. Sure. Medieval. Rimworld, essentially. Okay. Turning chat into colony members and then murdering off all of chat. We need to give you a little bit more money. She's ready for us to do the chicken. So super chicken. As long as you're not going to eat it. No, you should eat it. Asses and goats, but yes. So super chicken. And super chicken gets matched with the clover. It's as good as super chicken is getting. It's as good as the clover is getting, and now we need to decide if we're burning that down. For the sake of enhancing our future mammoth. Maybe. She still needs a bit more food, frustratingly. But she also needs gold. So we'll go with the trapper. Can you defend yourself successfully, or is the other guy going to murder you? No, she would successfully murder you. Do you worship anyone? Not really. Does she hate anyone? Not really. Bulbasaur is most likely to not see lots of use for you. So Bulbasaur is the correct one to defend with. She now worships the Swamp Giant. And generates some bonus food for us protecting her. Yeah, I guess we can draft our level 2 Tundra. So we're meant to do one more animal, preferably one that we haven't done before. The only one I'm seeing is steppe bison. I guess we can put the steppe bison and the Beringian grass kinda together. It is nice that we don't need to spend any boosters if we pick this. Yeah, I think we picked the steppe bison on that reasoning, so the bison is eventually going to be 90, Whereas the steppe grass will only eventually be... It will also be 90. So it doesn't matter which we pick. We will pick the Beringian steppe grass. We will planet expand between these two zones. Now the dandelion. Very good. Our percent plant probably makes sense to do to this. And yet, not that much. 90, 140, 40% of 140. It's like 75. Yeah, okay. That is worth doing. So you can have that. But then beyond that, not so much. What are we meant to be giving you? We're meant to be giving you another gem. So I guess this is becoming normal snow. And then more of this is becoming your kind of snow. And then this is becoming an agate. So that she finishes her gem quest. So that sees her eat that. It doesn't help with her personal quest. But her castle quest is then done. I'm honestly tempted to eat this. This is on a booster. So it somewhat makes sense to boost the Hageman horse. And say we do give you these two. The only thing you'll be gaining is Dark Offering, but Dark Offering is enough. So have Fluffy Bun Bun. And Stoat. That gives you enough we can do your Nature Temple. Eventually the Mercenary Camp is better, but we need this now, so we accept the slightly lesser payoff that is immediate. Which gets her over her age objective. Though not over her next personal objective. You need 2 more money. Wow, 1 more bird and you're done. We could even dig for 1 more bird, maybe. Alas, no. Yeah, we could actually set up the carrot on this side. Although I'm kind of meant to choose this. Doesn't have a good level 2 as part of you. No, neither do you, if we're honest. We don't have enough fields for you. But we could just do these 2 with this. And it's not distinct fields. So there's nothing stopping us setting up a ring of lentils around a halite. Well, I kind of like these three. I don't like the armadillo. The halite is good now if we do a burn these down. But if we burn these down, she's not going to have her herbivore quest. We could also give her a bit of savannah. And then that would finish her bird quest in terms of savannah. We don't have a good final payoff, so the halite is actually kind of okay with burning stuff down. Yeah, I'm going to accept the halite. We turn this into savannah. Then we give you other chicken. Hey, Sergeant Cookie. G'day, g'day. Other chicken. Other chicken means you can have your bird quest. Best payout. And it's the thing that you're worst at. Might see her invent something that gets her the last of what we need. Not quite. Although she's pretty close to her next trade route. He needs just the littlest bit more food. Kinda like you. And then the other food one. And then you're gonna need protection again, so vomit away the attacker. Which gets her some mysticism-based food. Enough to end the age. You definitely go with the statue. Very good. She can have the tavern, but is she going to get a better cultist thing? Can we cult the mammoth? We can eventually cult the mammoth, so we should wait. That wants to go there. Like, a lot. And actually, we kind of want this to be all of this. Planet expand. Done. That gets the Beringian grass back up to full size. We're waiting on you, but that's fine. Age super successful. And for our last ones, we... The German rock that likes to be burnt down? I don't think so. If it isn't food, I don't think I care about burning it down. Still can't do this. We could do some stuff over here. So like guinea pig and pit viper? It's not like this cares about adjacencies. Yeah, guinea pig and pit viper here seem fine. Right? Final age. Le Chateau, the mighty fort. The Huntress, Duke of West Pampas Valley, approaches, as does the Pirate Queen, Count of Cold Flats Circle. Huntress, your grandma smelled like elderberries. Pirate Queen, you are a hamster. But I am super cool. And then do they throw hamster at them? No, only rocks. Alright, final age. Age was a success. Age of Cthulhu, which doesn't especially work because the mammoth, although a good Cthulhu thing, is food, not money. Sludge Corp actually goes well with mammoth, but then it kills the mammoth. It's not Space Race, it's not Solar Punk. I could maybe City of Dreams, and we can also maybe Nuclear War, because the mammoth is a lot of danger. And our bug is Ladybug. How much global danger do we have? 30, 50, 70. We would need a lot. City of Dreams isn't amazing because we don't have a big gold thing yet. Feels somewhat plausible. Does anywhere have 35? You're only 6 away from 35. So I'd need to get you 6 more. Yeah, I think that's doable. So we're actually going to try global nuclear war here. Rainforest. Keeping in mind we want minerals for him. We are not offered minerals. Hemp is about the best we get, which likes lots of animals. So we could do hemp, kapok. What I'm really meant to do is do hemp, some sort of level 2 bird or something. Yeah, hemp and Tina Mao. Hemp and Tina Mao, sure. So this now needs to become rainforest. We need space here. Boost you. Shove down the snack. It's a pity neither of these are gold. Which makes me want to wait. What are we hoping to be from you? Gold. Cobalt. That's about it. Is the cobalt at least a metal? Yes, so cobalt is probably the one that we want for you. Yeah, I'm sticking with that theory. For other people, you can have your horse again. Or even Mr. Mammoth. It should be Mr. Horse. So we do Mr. Horse. If we give you your mammoth, then you can be done. It is worth buying your expand. You do go the correct direction. Even get an animal booster. It is mammoth time. Big mammoth. Which means that we can then activate the cultist hideout. Fully happy cultist. Doesn't quite get her. Oh, there we go, though. Now that gets her next quest done. But I'm being told to pick one of the other quests first. For you, we also want to give you Mammoth. But next Mammoth costs 15. We can only generate 3, 4, 5, 6. We would need 2 more. Do the Kettle Lake. Check out our cohort biomes. We get passion fruit and ebony, which are not useful for this zone. Big sad. It's a pity that that isn't an extinct. But we can do slate. And the tree thing. Now the problem is getting you to reach all the way to this. We did want to blow all this up. For the sake of enhancing the mammoth. Yeah, we blow all this up, so you are the one to blow up. It would auto-spread most of this way and most of that way. So you got the chicken, the oats, the dandelion, the other chicken, and the clover. Which is also giving Mr. Mammoth another 170 food. Now the idea was to put you down and give you a whole array of fields around you. So... barley. Oat. And then we can do the lentil on this. It's a good lentil. Sets up a nice spot for the halite. We do that. We make the peanut. No, we don't. We make it, unfortunately, these two. But it does still further boost the halite. And then spread that to here and see if we can get you a mammoth as well. We can stake the mammoth. We would like to activate her gain 50% if next to a predator. But we don't have a predator. Draft. Leave it open for becoming a predator. Which also really we should get ready for you to be, but whatever. Yeah, that looks fine. We need you to eat that, which you're never going to do naturally, so we pay you. And then your steak restaurant goes from 30 to instead... at least 200. Okay. Shouldn't this be doing 370? Yeah, this should be doing more than it is. Don't know why that's not quite working properly. In any case, now that your one is picked, we were going the metal one for you. And lastly, you, we were giving military base. That's also disappointing. Yeah, that's as good as you're getting. Alright, now who's the closest to the 35? That would be him. I mean, the parrot wouldn't hate being on that. And then to the right of you, we're going to put... No, but I was meant to be doing the hemp and the tinamel. Otherwise, we're going to have a hard time giving you enough animals to make the... Yeah. So the hemp goes there. And so does the tinamel. That leaves us open to do the big hemp. Which might even get percent bugged. We'll see. I don't know that I'm going to get a better plant. No, that's not that good a base science. The hemp is all about the multiplier. So I think if anything we need more jungle here. I kind of want want to save the minerals for you there. These are both critters, so the Labradorite would do fine. We should look at our next person and see if there's someone that's minerally, who we can justify squeezing in here. Yeah, the Stargazer isn't terrible for that. So a nice valuable Labradorite. Carrot tree. Planet expand here. Turn this back into snow. Can't do anything else for you at the moment. You want more tech. Yeah, I guess the stone then. Okay, and that gets your starting quest done. Stonecutter, even more elements. You don't really have enough elements to make that worthwhile. Yeah, no. It's all suck. They're winning. Do you worship anyone? Do you worship anyone? You don't like the Swamp Giant, so the Swamp Giant might as well defend you. Which makes you love the Swamp Giant, which gives us some nice science via mysticism. Alright. Not so much. You still need 2 more levels. The easy thing to do would be the helium and the fluorite. Not necessarily great, but it would work. So parrot. And then Monkey can actually happily go there. An iguana. Alright. You go eat that, which... less helpful than we might like. But it does get you to 35. Now you need 5 more. Danger. We're out of actions. I guess you're having your stonecutter and we're hoping to give you more maybe, eventually. She's already got her finisher, the military base. You've got your steak restaurant. I don't think we listen to you. Wanting more there. Technically giving you 3 animals completes your quest. So chicken. No, it should go the other way. That chicken. Then the other chicken. Now 1 more. Do I give you a mountain? Slightly tempting to eat that. We do like lignite, rock crystal. Yeah, lignite rock crystal. It's not like we really care about the shrubland, the savanna. We're swiftly running out of extra turns. Lignite. Not a very good one. It's still better than nothing. You still say give me animals. So chicken, dog, dog. Chicken, dog, dog does work, but we're not going to get any actions. Nah. That means we really, really, really need you to have more military. Like, right this instant. Boost this. She only needs one more gold. Stop raiding the Stargazer. What did they ever do to you? We need to do... either you, big science... which seems unlikely. Or... nothing useful. Nothing useful. We've got some big trees that we haven't placed, but they mostly just add biodiversity. And nothing's gone anywhere near right. Jingo's gonna have stomped. Double hates the swamp giant. Place our redstone. Two more animals, she says. Doggo. Chicken. And I literally have no more actions. And she won't even go and eat that. Ugh. Getting you a bit more gold is probably the most reasonable. So give the horse a mantis. Needs still more. Give the ferret one. Done. But that's really all. Yeah, burning stuff down just didn't work out. I'd like to do the helium, but that needs us to do this first. We don't have any actions. We have no possibility of even actions. I kind of give up. Can I get any of you to do your next missions? No, I don't think so. Well then, just boost whatever is existent. Get it done. Done done. Done done. The end. Immensely bad. Just terrible. Mammoth was not useful. Blech. Well done, Jingo. Jingo stomps us today. Can you give me the daily selector thing, please? There we go. Yeah, Jingo. Just... yeah, so much better. How could we even have sold on that necessarily, but... It shouldn't have been this. City of Dreams would probably have been better. And Mammoth was just disappointing. I don't love Mammoth. Mammoth needs more turns. Needs you to destroy stuff, and the fire also wasted a bunch of turns. So who's up and about that we respect? Baron is. We'll throw you over to Baron. Then we'll see you later on, what is for me today. we'll be continuing with the Frostpunk but Elves game. For now, though, peace.